Howdy, howdy, howdy. This is YNB Collins. I'm joined with my brothers. I'm joined with
Brother Wolf here.
And I'm also joined by satellite. I'm joined with
Red Rose here.
Thank you for joining, brothers. Love you as always. It's that time of the year. We're at the end of 2024. We're about to go into 2025. We've got a new president-elect that's about to be president. We've got new plans, new ideas, new things we want to get done, realizing what we didn't get done for the last calendar year. So we're just doing a recap of our lives and trying to figure out what we did do, what we didn't do, how do we make it better. Is that a fair assessment, Brother Wolf?
Yes.
So with that said, let's go ahead and start with you. You're the man that owns the company. What say you, Brother Wolf? What did you do right? What did you do wrong? What are you doing for the new year? And specifically, did you go ahead and do what I asked from you a few episodes ago? Did you watch The Bear and get your toolkit?
Actually, one of those is the only one that I did keep. Your guess is the one that it was.
First of all, I hear a whole lot of failure. Do you hear a whole lot of failure, Rev Ross?
Well, you put me on the spot. First of all,
Look, I'm not going to indict my brother there because I might be on the other side of that one real soon.
wise choice he's made.
Man, you about to get it anyway.
So, first of all, the 3 doctor's appointments did not do. I did not do not one. The interesting story is,
Sorry, y'all.
when I first did this, the first year that we did this, I had made 2 doctor's appointments, one of which was when I had caught COVID. The second year, I had made a doctor's appointment when I also had caught COVID. Last year, 2024, this year, caught COVID, knew it was COVID, did not go to a doctor's appointment because of it. And I didn't even miss a single doggone day of work.
That doesn't sound appropriate at all.
It was not, but at the same point in time.
And how did you know it was COVID if you don't have a
tested
medical?
myself.
Okay, I was about to say, you have an MD?
No, I did the COVID testing. Oh God, why is it? I did the COVID testing, and during the COVID testing, first of all, you get a lot of these by your insurance company. You get the COVID test a certain amount every month. I suggest everybody go ahead and do it when they can do it. But that was one of the ways how I found out. And like I said, did not. It was the first time. I guess I was looking at other people that had caught COVID and realizing that maybe it wasn't, the way in which it had been before. So I didn't go ahead and get any of the. It's the first time I didn't get the Paxlovid in order to go ahead and treat it or anything. Basically, all I had was NyQuil and Tylenol. And I felt miserable.
I bet you did.
But at the end of the day, I made it through it. Almost passed out twice at work, but I made it through it.
Why? So, as someone who's service industry, I understand what it means to have to go to work. I really do. Because when you're at work, what do you have to do? Work. You don't have days off. You have days of not getting paid. That's why everybody goes to work.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, the rider to that is you getting everybody else sick too.
And I wore masks and gloves during those days in which I did go with that. But at the same point in time, the company no longer sees, and it's not just this company, it's most companies, no longer gives you time off for COVID anymore. And it's no longer an excuse that you had COVID and now you can miss work.
But you're sick. You're literally sick. Mm-hmm. It's funny how we went from this massively life-threatening world shutting down to now it's, well, you better get you behind the work. Yeah, it's now the common cold, but it was never the common cold. Which one is it?
So that's the first one.
It's you need to go to work because you're an adult, and unfortunately, you don't have the option to not work.
I'm a full grown man child. I don't know what you're talking about.
And so the second one is I said I was going to attend church 22 times last year. That's what I said. I only went 15. I felt bad because it was a step down because I went 20 the year before.
Do you have Sundays off from work? Can you go ahead and
Not
get them
as
off?
often as I used to, and that might be part of the problem. The current at the current position at the current store that I had doesn't allot me a lot of Sunday. Like this morning, I could not. I had to go to work during the same time we would have went to church.
So I might be incorrect on this, but I thought if you like practice Islam, you were given time off to go ahead and pray, or if you were of the Jewish faith, you could go ahead and have time for your feasts or so forth and so on. Is that not the case for Christians?
Typically, it would be, but at the same point in time, we all know certain jobs, even though they may be pressured if you want to into giving you that time off, they will not look upon it kindly. I mean, we all know that Travis Kelsey could not get his time off for Sundays for football games.
Touche.
So the third one was to eliminate debt. I said since I did so well on it the last year, I was going to go ahead and do that again. Now, here's the interesting thing, though. My credit score did increase tremendously. I showed my brother that.
I'm aware of that.
But at the end of the day, my debt did not get completely knocked down. As a matter of fact, I only lost. I only chipped away at $1,000 of the debt that I currently had going into it, and I still owe quite a substantial amount.
Over 10?
No, nothing like that. It's about 7.
Well, I mean, think about it like this though. If you go ahead and knocked out 1,000 of that, you got 7 left. If you push, and I mean push, every extra cent goes to that. Doesn't go to any video games. Doesn't go to any snacky times. Any nothing. Every red cent goes. You could probably knock out 2,000 before your birthday.
So here's the thing: is because of the way how life works, I'm not really sure if that is going to be possible. But I did actually put down that I would. So I would try to get it down to 4,000.
Okay.
By the end of the year. That's
Okay.
what I said. By the end of the year. I set my new goals as being slightly more achievable, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And thereby, I believe it may be easier for me to reach. Like one, I said to get debt down to 4,000 by the end of the year. The other one is 18 church attendances, as opposed to because I think that's about definitely the amount of Sundays in which I got off, give or take like 1 or 2. The other thing is I took the doctor's visits one off, but I still added a health one, and you're gonna get it when I tell you. So this past year, other than previous years, I actually gained weight. I looked at that and I was surprised.
Okay.
And I gotta tell you, sometimes when I wake up, I start feeling that weight pull on me a little bit. And so my new goal is a focus on losing pounds. Currently, I weigh 234 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have 20 pounds of it gone by the end of the year.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I mean, you said season of healing, and we were talking about the guy that, changing our diet and so forth and so on. You have plans, you have goals. What are you going to do to make them actionable and achievable?
So as far as the poundage is concerned, like I was saying, I do want to look at more of those health videos. The one, what is his name? Starts with a Y.
Who?
The guy who.
Oh no, it doesn't. It's Jay. It's Habib's Invest.
I'm sorry, Habib's Invest. Look at more of his video. I have him saved. I'm subscribed and everything to him. In order to go ahead and look at eating more healthy, as far as eating less manufactured foods. Well, not manufactured, enriched foods, and more natural foods. The other thing is, as far as the church attendances, when I am off during Sundays, I will make more of an effort in order to make sure that those days I do go with my family to church, because the twins are actually like, we miss going to church. Like,
So here's a question I want to ask for you. Do you consider going to church or going to mass? Because what if you went to a church event? Would you count that?
It would depend. There was a time in which, before I started going more regularly to church, there was a time in which I would go to a church when it wasn't technically 100% open for mass, and I would go there just to pray. And I would do that multiple times throughout the year. I didn't really advertise it to people because you're not supposed to. What's the point?
Because praise the Lord and be glad that it is.
But at the end of the day, but you don't want to gloat about it, and that's what it is, because that was not what it was meant for.
Okay.
And so, like I said, that is a thing. Whereas as long as you pray when you're there, then to me that makes a difference, as opposed to just going there just to go somewhere or to actually pray. And as far as lowering the debt, like you said, I am going to cut back on the excesses that I have on the games. Already, I don't know when was the last time I actually bought a game. I do have subscriptions to some games, but I don't know when was the last time I actually bought one. And I deliberately set it up so that the games that I have subscriptions for, I don't do like the monthly subscription. I try to do 6 months to a year, so that all I do is I have that expense that's out the way, like a regular annual expense. I can enjoy it then during that time, and that's it,
I would counter by saying, why have all of these subscriptions in the first place? You could be putting that money toward the debt in the...
I have canceled some of them. Like,
okay.
One thing that you would like, because I know you never used to like it anyway, is I stopped playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. I used to play that all the time. That was a game in which, and I stopped playing that, and I went towards like other games in which either have no charge in order to play them, or completely free, or the only charge you'll have to pay is to skip ads. But that's that. So yeah, that is what my focuses are on. I think it will do me a ton of good if I cancel subscriptions on time, which I have been beginning to do more often. And if I'm not using something, cancel it. Makes sense, I know, but in practice, it's not often done.
Agreed. Rev, you've been kind of quiet. I really expect you to chirp in. What say you, sir? Anything you could say to your brother?
I mean, I like his dedication to church. That's wonderful.
I should not be surprised you said that one. All right.
So, yeah. As a family man, I kind of view that he has a more responsibility to his family than. So I think that going to church with the kids is important. All right. Hold on 1 second, gentlemen.
I'll be the one to say it. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. But while we're waiting for Rev Ross to come right back, no, I like what you've done so far. I just wanted to make sure that they're actionable, because, I mean, if you've never looked it up, you could look up SMART, and realize that's one of the popular metrics on how to do it. My big thing is, I don't really care how you do it, as long as you actually have an action plan. I believe it's better to have a process than a goal. So let's say the classic one is lose weight. We don't lose weight as the goal. We make sure we institute this process, and this process will help us to lose the weight. So in my estimation, one of the things will be that every time you get paid, a percentage automatically comes out and goes straight to the debt. You don't even see it. It's auto paid. You don't even get a chance to do anything about it. That's something I would do.
It is something that I kind of have been doing. I think I told you before about.
Well, the audience too. You got to make sure they know. That's why.
I think I have told the audience before too. We had this discussion before, whereas one of the things for setting up an account with the bank that I have the account set up with is the fact that it takes $25 out every month. Because I signed on for that agreement and I did it for a year. I got like $250 sign-on bonus for it.
Okay, yeah, like when you sign up with us with a checking account and fund it, we give you free money. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that $25 I have been putting towards lowering debt every time.
Okay.
I haven't used it for any other reason besides to go towards that. And at least that guarantees that I'll have maybe I have $400 at least guaranteed going towards clearing debt.
So I'm gonna ask you the question I know you don't want to have asked. In the interest of getting rid of the debt, would you consider selling one of your game systems to go ahead and do it faster?
Here's the problem. Okay. There was a time in which I had much better like game systems. Like I had like, the current generation of game systems. I have looked at the cost, not the cost, the profit of some of the current systems that I have. And you do have to remember, there's something else. And one of our brothers called me one time and asked me, "Oh, I remember you used to have this great game collection and all of these great classic games. And so I was calling to see which one of those games you have that you'd be able to sell to me, because I'll go ahead and I'll have it." And then when I told him, he was like, "Oh, well, you don't really have anything." And I was like, "No, I don't, because I lost most of the stuff in between moving all of the different places in which I moved. And also, I think I told you about the skullduggerous situation that happened at one house, whereas they just stole all my stuff off the porch. But with that happening, I don't really have any game systems besides like a PlayStation 3, and like that's about a place. And yeah, that's about it. Is I got a PlayStation 3.
I still stand by my statement. An extra dollar goes a long way, especially when you consider debt compounds. That's why I brought it up.
I mean, I understand, but at the end of the day, like looking at selling it, I saw $40.
Oh.
And so it's nowhere near.
Yeah, like game systems don't really go for much unless your initial purchase is, you know what I mean, or if they're like brand new, never out the box.
Game system or something like that.
Yeah, fair enough. It was just one of those I had to ask the question though, and that's the thing that concerns me as well. Is that, hey, what can people do? What should people do? Is this actually a waste of time? But it might be one of those things where, you know what, you have the garage sale and you have it up. Man, I'll buy that for how much? $60, and boom, it's immediate. You know what I mean? No taxes, no shipping, no take it away from me, and I'm done. So it was just a thought. Do we have anything else we want to add before we throw it over to Rev Ross?
No, that's about it. That's my game plan.
All right, Rev Ross, take it away, sir.
So I believe the last time we talked about the stuff, you asked me to go get apnea testing and what else? It was something else. I can't remember right now.
What was the other thing besides the apnea testing, Collins? Oh, never mind. He had to run to the front row for some reason. But yeah,
Huh?
the apnea testing and I can't remember what the other thing was that he wanted from you either. But continue. No,
I
what
did
was the
not
other
get the
thing
apnea
besides the
testing done.
apnea testing? In which he said he didn't get done.
Just because
Oh, to go ahead.
some other things have become more pressing health wise
To get us to go out there.
that I need to focus on
To get
besides
us to go out there, to
the
communicate with us about going out there. That was the other thing.
Oh yeah. And set up a day or something for you guys to come out here.
Because with
The
all of us
big thing
being
with that is
basically,
now
I'm sorry.
it's me getting the time to actually like facilitate y'all being out here. Because right now my schedule has been all over the place. Um,
Life, I get it.
yeah, like I catch them outside, be fighting. Uh, as far as things I wanted to get done this year, I only got one of those things done. I wanted to move. I wanted to get a new car, and I wanted to have a better plan of what to do with my like living situation in general, and my like the care situation I find myself in. Yeah. I had a sit down talk with my husband the other day,
Well, you sit down and talk with your who? I
and
couldn't hear
we
what that was.
Cousins.
Cousin. Okay, excuse me.
mhm. and we had come up with like a tentative plan. I started a Google Doc that we can all share and like comment on and stuff like that, so we can keep in touch while we all work on this project.
Okay.
So that's good. I did get a new vehicle. I'm still not sure how I feel about that.
You said you
Because
needed
while
it,
having
right?
a vehicle that's reliable is wonderful, it's having to cover the cost of it is not.
Is it a used vehicle or a brand new vehicle?
It is not brand new. It is a certified used vehicle. Though.
Okay. And so, were you able to buy it all the way out, or are you still paying on it monthly?
No, I'm still paying on it. Paying note on it.
Oh, okay. Now I get it a little more.
You care to share what some of
Yeah.
that bill is? Because I was talking with a young man who's a associate of mine at my bar, and he's like, "Yeah, man." He had just got the Ray-Ban Meta glasses, and he's like, "Yeah, man, this is like a little good $300 grip," and I'm like, "That's damn near a car note." He's like, "What are you talking about? The average car note's $700," and I'm like,
Oh no, my car does. That's a brand new car. I'm not paying. I'm not paying that. Well, it might be $700 for him also because he's a younger person with less driving experience, and
"Yeah, he's not even 25." So
oh yeah, they gonna impact him.
yeah, I'm about to say they're gonna catch
But all
you.
that stuff is going up anyway.
Hyperinflation.
Like all of it. So like, you just gotta watch it.
So did you want to share what the price was? You never said.
Oh no, I'm paying $400 a month.
Ooh. And that's the car and insurance, or just the car note?
No, that's the car.
Oh, baby.
Insurance
Eh,
also went up because I have to get more comprehensive coverage because of
You just brought
It's,
the R&B out of me.
so like
That was about the
the
amount.
my insurance went up from $72 to $280. So
Ugh. You bringing the R&B out of me right now, bro. Can you woo, woo, woo?
yeah,
Ooh.
it's painful.
But
And
like you said, reliable transportation.
beforehand, well, it's also like beforehand, I had the disposable income to kind of make it work. But now, like, things change rapidly sometimes, and it's looking like I don't. It's a pain.
Hmm.
Um, but going into next year, the goal is to get a new job because I'm kind of done with what I'm doing.
Are you looking to go ahead and get a less stressful job or a better paying job? Because it's one of those where
Better pay.
better pay is going to come with more stress, more money, more problems. You already know that. So I'm just making sure
That's fine.
you know what comes with it. That's all.
I'm not worried about that.
I know you're not worried about the money. I'm talking about the problems.
You know, the stress right now is not having the money. So if I had the money, I would better alleviate some of my other stress.
You say that, but once I lost the day job, I can't begin to tell you how much not having the March step has really improved my life.
Well, you've never been a joiner.
Are you saying that pejoratively or just matter of factly?
Matter of factly, I wouldn't. Like you are always in my mind. You've always been someone who would, once they understand the direction of a program or whatever like that, would then seek to like lead it because you will find the quickest way for it to get to where it needs to be.
I can understand that. No, I'm just worried about you, my brother, because it's one of those. Well, the fact that I get a full 10 hours of sleep sometimes, that's it, innumerable. Like that, it's priceless. I can't begin to say how much I enjoy that. I wake up at 9 sometimes, slowly putt to the kitchen, not trying to run to catch a bus or go ahead and get to a certain time clock to punch it in, where if I'm 5 minutes late, I'm docked an hour of pay. You know what I mean? I don't miss that shit. I really don't. And
Well, I
part of
can
the
understand that.
part of the other issue is
I don't
that
miss it. I never had it. I don't miss it.
since people kind of suck, I never had a problem doing the job. I had a problem doing it, you motherfuckers.
Yeah,
You're mighty quiet, brother Wolf.
Well, I'm just thinking, you just need to find a job that works with you. That's the thing is you got to find a job that, you make that makes the right amount of money for what you need. You can spend the right amount of time for what you can afford to give up and the right amount of energy for which whether or not you have or don't have.
I guess the concern I also have is we're using, I believe, the wrong word. Why are you not looking for a career, Rev? Because a job, you can go get a job at Raising Cane's. You can go get a job at pick your du jour, the post office. Why not get a career?
well, I am looking for a career. So my career trajectory would be something in some sort of management program. That's kind of where I've wound up. So I'm looking at jobs in that realm and using some Google certifications to try to move into a more lucrative position in that managing people realm.
I mean, you did get I remember you were trying to get the project manager certification. Were you able to get that?
Yeah, I am almost done with that.
Okay.
And I have already done the research on the one after that I need to take. And I need to put aside about $300 to get the book for that one, which is just the book and the test.
Okay. Well, I mean, do you have a time frame of when you want to get some of this stuff done? Like, do you have the $300?
So I want to finish the project management certification by the end of January, and then take a couple of months to break
What?
and like stack up the money to get the book,
Okay. I was
and
about
then
to say,
start
man,
the book
get that momentum and
for
knock
the
it out.
second certification.
Okay, well, you got a plan, and your plan has to work for you. I can't tell you what your plan is because I'm not living your life. I just don't want you to lose momentum and get dragged down. That's all.
No losing momentum.
So what's next?
That leaves only one of us in order to
I
talk.
thought he wasn't done.
Okay.
Were you done?
No, yeah, that's not my plan.
Oh, all right. I was letting the man finish. Give me my
Stop trying to distract the words. Come on.
watch your tone.
Oh, my
Your
delivery is fine. Go
No,
ahead.
no, it was not. I saw it. The bylaws don't approve. We don't like this at all. No, I'm calling the HOA on your behind right now. So you're gonna
That's
laugh
right.
at this, and this is fuck the season healing.
Dang, what the healing ever do to you?
Your healing and my healing is different, because some people are hot like an oven. Some people not quite so. I had a young man at the bar. We were talking, chopping it up, and enjoying. He said, "What's your New Year's resolution?" Off the cuff, I didn't even lose a beat. I said, to curse more people the fuck out. That is my New Year's resolution.
Well, that sounds like personal healing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna give some wounds while doing it. Like I'm
To curse more people out.
what?
Sure.
No, I'm dead.
Why not?
I'm dead ass, and the reason being is I'm gonna start doing. So Bill Engvall just put out another special like a month and a half ago, month ago. You know what I mean? And the thing that made me laugh the most is I remember when I first saw "Here's Your Sign." Boy, that shit had me laughing. And you watched it as well. We all enjoyed it. I'm going back to Juggernaut. Are you a fucking ass? I'm so sick of people asking hellified, stupid questions and thinking they're getting away with it. I'm going to start saying, are you a fucking ass? That's because in the reason I'm saying this is not to be comedic or whatever. I am sick and tired of people coming with bullshit, and when my bullshit ability, I don't have the ability to deal with it anymore. I don't. So why encourage it? Why kid glove and infantilize and coddle somebody? Let them know what the business is. And I would have to argue also doing the callback to the deleting contacts. That's part of the reason why I do it. Like I deleted contact of this. You ever have somebody regret getting intimate with? And y'all just can't connect correctly no matter what. And y'all keep running back to each other. You know how that shit is toxic and stupid? There's a delete button for a reason.
But you deleting them don't mean they're gonna stop trying to contact you. They could be showing up outside your window saying hello.
I don't watch
hello from the other side.
Watch your tongue. Are you a fucking ass? I don't like you sometimes.
I'm just saying, just because you delete them don't mean they deleted you.
All right, so delete and block. All right, I got to be clear. Delete and block. I mean, do I have to get protective orders on people now?
Probably.
I mean,
starting with you.
It sounds like it.
But that is one of them because I'm really sick of coddling people. And to be fair, dealing with your job and the amount of jackasses that come in and steal, and you're trying to do what? Be professional and polite. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. You know what you're doing is dead wrong.
Like the simplest thing that I could say is when people come in, ask to use the bathroom, and I think I may have told you why we can't let people in the bathroom, but I'm just like, no, you can't come in the bathroom right now. They're like, but you can't have a business and not have a public restroom. Like, have you ever been to a Family Dollar or Dollar General? Have they ever let you use the restroom?
And did you come back?
Because why? Because they had cheap offered stuff to you, and you said, I don't need to go to the restroom. I just need to buy stuff. Guess what you're doing here? Same thing. So, in the fact that they continually come in there and they make all kinds of excuses for why they should be able to use the restroom. And that's the most annoying thing, is the moment in which you say, you can't use the restroom. Good day, sir. And they're like, what do you mean I can't use the restroom? Good day, sir.
Yeah, no. The reason why I'm saying this also is,
I stutter. Like, why are we explaining ourselves to these people?
Exactly, because it's a waste of your time. What's the argument? You know, two idiots arguing, you join in. Now it's three. I just read Jocko Willink and Leif Babin's book, Extreme Ownership, and there was one part in it that really resonated, and it was talking about standards and so forth, and it said it's not about what you preach, it's what you tolerate.
Ouch.
You see? And my concern is simple. If I give them a venue to act bad, they will. So therefore, I'm going to remove that venue. That's the concept behind it. So like I said, it's not just comedic. I'm not going to let you go ahead and hurt me in any capacity, whether it be waste my time, assault and inundate my ears with asinine and inane concepts. I ain't got time for your stupid ass. I'm going to just say no and walk away.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
I can't go for that.
I see you.
So that's one of them. The other one is, unlike my brother, I actually did lose a little bit of weight. I was at 297. I'm at 285 right now.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. But it's a long road to go. I got more weight to lose. I would like to get closer to 260, but I think just for the year, I want to have a maintained 275. Like, you know, birthdays and Christmas, we can go over. But other than that, no. And part of that is, you know, getting rid of the diet and so forth and so on. So I plan to address this by making sure I exercise the second I wake up, the first thing I'm doing is exercise. I'm gonna knock out 20 push-ups. I'm gonna knock out some lunges, some etc. so forth. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do, but every day I'm gonna do that. And you can't see it right now, Rev, since you know you're connected by satellite, quote unquote. But for Christmas, I got my brother one and I got myself one. I got a giant calendar, so that way I could say, did I exercise today? Yes or no? You know what I mean? It's not even a big thing to figure out. So that's the one I want to do. I'm exercising every day, and I'm going to try to adhere to a more keto diet. Excuse me, not keto, paleo diet. If it don't grow in the wild, you don't eat it. That's simple. You know, did you see ranch in the wild? No, so we're not eating it. It's that simple. Now, the other one is losing metaphorical weight. I've mentioned it before, but my mother passed, and I still have a storage unit full of crap. I do need to go through some of it because some of it is documents.
I actually thought you closed that down.
No, I still have it. Mm-hmm. It's one of those things I talked with my cousin, and he's like, yeah, when my brother passed, I had that thing for 3 years and never looked at it once. So my goal is to get rid of more stuff. Just purge, because at the end of the day, what's it doing for me? And like I said, I have books I haven't read. Why am I getting new stuff if I still got the old stuff? That's why I'm asking, what can you get rid of? Is it possible you could go ahead and read a book and therefore not have to worry about everything? With your Apple Music on your phone, in your book, do you need to play Hulu $9.99 for something you're not even home to really use?
I do use the current services I have, but I have gotten rid of some of the ones that I don't use. Yes.
But I believe you could probably get rid of 2 more, and that'd be another $15.
I would get rid of 2 more. Which would they be?
Or even better, and this is just me, you have cusp age kids between working and not working. You're paying for the subscription now. Let them do that. Let them have a little bit of responsibility.
I like that idea.
And then what? Daddy gets an account though. And then boom, you still have access to it, but you're not paying for it. And that way you can go ahead and push that out a little bit more. Because that's what I'm going to do. Like, I got rid of all, because I got albums I haven't listened to, books I haven't read. So what I'm going to do? Start doing that. And that way I can start purging and getting rid of stuff, whether it be books, albums, clothes. Like, I'm finding clothes and I'm like, this is when I was a large. Oh, baby, this has got to go. And here's the other thing, and I know people get sick of hearing it, but we all went through Katrina. We all lost everything. So if we all lost everything, we know what it is to have nothing. So let's get rid of shit. That's my thoughts. The next, so my goal is, first thing I do when I wake up, exercise. It doesn't have to be more than 15, 20 minutes, but it does need to be 15, 20 minutes. Then after I do that, I'm going to go ahead and try and get rid of one item every day. At least one item every day. Then after that, the next one is pretty easy. It's go ahead and do more investing, because I have money saved, but I don't have investing done. I want to at least 1 week, I just look at finances all that week. I'm thinking it'll be the first week of the month and just be going, let me look at all the stock stuff. Let me do this. And, when everything else is due anyway, when rent is due and all that stuff, you know what? Let me put another $5 on Bitcoin or Shiba Inu or Ethereum, because proof of concept's already been done. In that way, or you know what? Go ahead and find your preferred stock trading app and use that. That's my goals. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible. So it's losing weight, getting rid of excess belongings, and hopefully if I could sell some of those, use those to help me invest as well, try and have it fold into itself. And I'll be good to go. And then the last thing I want to do is get more writing done. And that'll be for us as well, for script writing and whatnot. Plus, I know how much you love writing as well. When we used to sit down with a pen and just get it done.
It's been a long time. I have had some creative ideas that I thought about putting to pen to paper. Like I said, my wife did what was one of my goals when I was younger. What was it? To be an author, to come out with a book. And she was the first person who I know of around me in my group that came out with a book.
And congratulations to her as well. We should put a link to it in the show notes. But we stopped doing.
It was one of the main things that we enjoyed about life, really. The
technological inundation has made us lose track. That's why I'm trying to get rid of more of it. The only thing I'm afraid of, though, is that will outdate us and make us not useful in the job market.
I understand that.
Rev, what say you?
I mean, get back to writing is something that I really want to do as well. I have personal responsibilities that kind of stop me from doing that. But I'm trying to work on it. Like, I have a little journal that I keep and I try to write stuff down. I still have my little quote book. Yeah. And anytime I get an idea that I think would be a good something to write on, I write like a brief sentence. And I put it down in my little book. And that's it.
Yeah, what I think I'm going to try to do is to bookend my day. Start my day with physical activity and end it with mental activity where I write something. And some days you get the muse hits you and you say thank you, and you go ahead and write 12 pages. Other days it just might be 5 words. I mean, I hate to go ahead and quote Stevie on you, but sing the song, these 3 words, plain and simple.
These 3 words.
And you know how much they mean.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my plan, to wake up and exercise, to go to sleep and write, to go ahead and purge stuff in the middle of the day and get a little bit of investing done. And while I have downtime and bartending, I can go ahead and look at the stock app or the this app or the that app and be good to go. So that's my goals. I'm trying to keep it simple. I'm not trying to do all this other stuff. And I'm like, just slowly but surely get rid of shit. And everything else will fall into place because as we get rid of stuff, we have more time to do things. At least that's my whole hope. And in addition to that, making sure what I eat is obvious. So that's mine. Anything else you got to add, brother? Because I know you want to say, it look like you want to be something almost smart, Alec.
Well, I was just I was actually thinking that that it is a pretty good idea to have like a physical activity in the morning when you first get up, mental activity at the end of the day when you wind down. That actually does sound like a good idea in order to go ahead and do that. So,
and to go ahead and check you as well, I'm now seeing a young lady. You already know that, so you know. So you asked is like when you gonna go ahead and get somebody. I don't have somebody, quote unquote, but we're trying to figure what.
Rev.
Yes.
I was just seeing if if you had something going on, on that regard either.
Oh, no. I have not been blessed in that matter.
Praise the Lord.
No,
Glad
not
that
at all.
it is. Oh yeah, it is a shout out. I'll tell you, there's many a time we chill more than the Netflix. I'll tell you that right now. So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God said be fruitful and multiply. And it's physical activity, 2 for 1.
Throw up in the air and whatever he
Can't wait
wants,
you
he
right
keeps.
Wait, what did you say, Rev?
I said I can't with you right now.
You're not supposed to. But in any case, though, that's my goals right now.
Shake.
And make that easy because there's other things that I wanted to do. I wanted to travel. I wanted to learn manual. I wanted to do all this other stuff. I'm like, there's not manual cards made anymore. This is an outdated form of communication. We don't do this.
And here's the thing is I really would like to get into investing like you are, brother, but I realized I got to clear the debt first before I can even start investing.
I don't know if I agree with that, but I understand the concept.
Because I feel as though the money has to go towards clearing the debt before I can start making more profit off of it. That's what I feel as though. I feel as though I'll be shooting myself in the foot back and forth by deciding, okay, this much money is going to go towards the debt. This much money is going to go towards investing. This much money is going to go towards the debt. Like, I feel as though I'll be rocking back and forth.
And never getting anything done.
Exactly.
Which I understand that, and I have no argument with it whatsoever. So if you got a plan, by all means, do what's good for you. You know what I mean? But I would say, you get $1, 75 cents to debt, 25 to investing. That's what I would say.
I mean,
and because you can do fractional investing now with all these apps out there, why would you do it? I mean, just do like the entire point I'm getting at is that if you never start, you will never do.
That's true. That is true.
So how about we shut the ever-loving hush up and start doing? And that's why I said, start getting rid of more stuff. And then the other thing is that I'd prefer to sell more of my stuff. But if I can't sell it, it is what it is. And then just move on, get rid of it, and have the space to go. Not Rev, to go ahead and give you the nonsense. I've been using my CPAP machine regularly. And you know what it allows me to do?
Breathe.
Have a good night's sleep, an oxygenated night's sleep. I caught it. I don't know if anybody else caught it, but you just yawned a little while ago. You're tired. Granted, you just came from work. And so kudos to you for being a grown man, a productive member of society. We appreciate that. But when I woke up today, I had my mask on, I got the oxygen in, and I actually felt like I could do something. I wanted to do something. I believe unequivocally that this health boost will change your life. I implore you, before January, even more important than the project management stuff that you've been working on, get your apnea study done. Because when I tell you, I have never been streamlined through bureaucratic bullshit so fast. They were like, boy, you died almost every time and you went to sleep. And you snore worse than me. Like if I saw logs, you clear cut.
Wow.
So, and this isn't just for myself or to tease my brother. This is for anybody out there who might have apnea, obstructive apnea. You're dying every night and you're not getting good sleep. That's why you're tired. And then combine that with drove people. That's a. I'm not trying to take Skyrizzy. Now, Rev, do you have anything to add before we go ahead and get the hell out of here?
No, not really.
Brother Wolf?
No, I'm good. Everybody, we're gonna release the Happy New Year's podcast too, but and that's probably gonna come out before this one. But just everybody, just get ready for a brand new year of Benchmark. We're definitely planning some big things this year.
So yeah, man, if you're gonna do the New Year's thing, the resolution thing, make it a process, make it a procedure, make it a protocol. So that way, if you do it, the results are gonna happen naturally. That's the point. Excuse me. So with that said, to go ahead and recap, weight, investing, purging, writing, and then making sure I tell somebody if they're a fucking ass. That's mine. What's yours, Brother Wolf?
Losing weight, losing debt, and losing sins. There you go.
Man, I can't beat that one. That's a good one. And Rev, recap, what's yours?
Mine's new job, and actually I'm going to take care of my health.
Fair enough. Well, like I said, make sure y'all have your protocols in place. So with that said, we'll close it out. We love y'all very much. But this is YNB Collins, and I'm joined with
Brother Wolf.
And also we're joined with the irascible
Well, Rose.
Love y'all. Happy New Year. Thank you for listening to the Benchmark Podcast, a product of Benchmark Media, LLC. We would like to remind our listeners that the views and opinions expressed are strictly the views and opinions of each individual and does not reflect the stance of Benchmark Media. Any opinion stated is not to be construed as professional advice or help. Our intro and outro music
thankfully we are
is
wearing
Acid
pants.
Trumpet by Kevin MacLeod, licensed under Creative Commons. Contact us at therealbenchmarkpodcast@gmail.com.
Thank you, Kevin.
Or our website, www.therealbenchmarkpodcast.com.
Yes.
Donate to us, paypal.me/benchmarkmediallc,
Please.
or the Cash App, $TheRealBenchmark. Thank you very much.
Okay, you can buy him a drink on this one.
Just this one?